Okay, today we've got my at-home full body workout. If I go away and I don't have my gym available to me, this is the workout that I would do, because all you need is a chair and some beans. You could use wine bottles or drink bottles instead if you prefer. This workout doesn't include a warm-up, so if you want to start off with something a little bit gentler, check out one of the other videos for a warm-up, because we're going to get straight into it. First of all, we're going to start off with single leg glute bridges. So this one is for our butt, a little bit for your hamstrings. Lying down flat on your back, one foot on your chair, other leg crossed over your ankle. Lifting your hips up until you can feel your bottom engage, and then lowering all the way back down to the floor. We're going to do 12 of these. That's halfway. Fantastic work. Changing legs. Other heel on your chair. Ankle crossed over. Squeeze your bottom at the top of the lift. Make sure you're predominantly feeling it in your butt. Hamstrings working a little bit, but that shouldn't be where you mostly feel it. Mostly in the bottom. Halfway. And rest. Nice work. So we're going to go lower body, upper body. That was glutes. Now we're going to do shoulders. If you've got weights at home, you definitely can use weights instead. Palms facing straight forwards, up and down. So these are pretty light for me. So I'm going to go really fast, and I'm going to be doing 30 reps, which is really high. That's going to be working into my endurance. But if your cans of beans are a challenge for you, you can do less reps if you need to, or you could put them down and just do this action without any weights in your hands at all. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Starting to feel that in the top of the shoulder. From here, we're going to go into an exercise for our hamstrings. This exercise, it's actually my favorite, but it involves a little bit of balance and coordination. So if you know you don't have the best balance, you can take yourself over to a wall or you could use the back of your chair so that you can hold on. I'm going to use one can of beans in each hand, standing on one foot. Come forwards, lift my back leg up nice and high so that my head and my foot are opposite each other, and I'm feeling the stretch in the back of the leg that I'm standing on. When I come up, I bring this knee slightly in front of me, trying not to touch the floor at all. We're going to do 10 of these on each leg. It's much easier to balance if you're barefoot, so if you've got shoes on and you're wobbling all over the place, I definitely recommend taking them off. You're going to be able to spread your feet out, increasing your base of balance. Make sure you're lifting that back leg nice and high. You don't want your body to be like a sad rainbow. We want it to be nice and straight, like a seesaw. As my leg goes up, my head goes down. They stop at the same point. And then as my leg comes up, my head comes up. Foot and head always opposite each other. Starting to feel the burn now down through the back of the leg that I'm standing on. Last one. Nice work. We're going to change legs there. Give it a little shake if you need to. Transferring your weight onto your other foot. 10. You don't have to do this exercise with a weight in each hand. If you do have weights at home, you could just hold one kettlebell in one hand whilst lightly holding the back of your chair. Or, great idea, get a backpack, fill it with heavy books, drink bottles, and then you can hold the backpack in front of you. And then you've got yourself a nice heavy at-home weight if you want more of a challenge. I've got 4 more here. Last one. And up. Nice work. Give the glutes a shake. We're going to do a rear fly with our cans. The bean can fly, as Jai called it earlier. What can your beans do? They can fly. So we're going to lean forward so that we're in a deadlift position. This means that my back is nice and flat. You can't be afraid to poke your bottom out, otherwise you'll look like this. We don't want a sad curved back, we want it nice and flat. So we're going to start with my beans just underneath my knees and my eyes looking down at the floor so that I'm nice and flat. You have to draw your belly button in really tight in this position so that you're using your core to keep your back nice and supported. From here, I'm opening my arms up nice and wide. I'm aiming to work my upper back with this exercise. Up and squeeze, up and squeeze. My elbows are slightly bent. We do this so that I'm feeling the work in my muscles. If I stretched my arms out so that they were straight, I would feel it more in my tendons, ligaments, which isn't what we want. We want it in the muscles. So keep them slightly bent and your hands should be up in line with your head. I often see a lot of people fly backwards, kind of towards their bottom. That's not what we're aiming for here. Out nice and wide. 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold the last one. Up, squeeze. Work those shoulders, work the upper back, squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're trying to squeeze a pen between your shoulder blades. And relax. Nice work. That's a good one because we've got our upper back working, but we also worked our lower back in that forwards position. So if you're feeling a little bit tight through your lower back, that's okay. You've got muscles there and we need to work them too, even if it can feel a little bit uncomfortable at times. We're going really well. Let's grab a quick drink. Before we go on. So we're going to do everybody's favorite exercise, heavy sarcasm, Bulgarian split lunges. So these are pretty hard, so you don't have to use your beans if you don't want to. I'm going to. So you also probably want to make sure that your chair isn't going to slide away from you. So if your chair is pretty light, make sure it's backed up against a wall or the dining table so it's not going to slide away. I'm going to put my back foot up on top of my box. My front foot needs to be pointing straight forwards, not inwards or out, and my knee needs to go directly over my toe. I'm going to bend, trying to get this thigh to a 90 degree or parallel to the ground and come back up. Three to go. Nice. Because that one's hard, we're just going to do 10 on each leg. It's also hard to find the box behind you. So if you miss a couple times, that's okay, that's normal. Other side. Make sure you're getting down nice and low. Sometimes I like to put a box underneath this working leg or a mat, so I know that I'm getting all the way down. Or you could try and tap the floor with your beans. That's really low. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Woo. You don't need your beans for the next exercise. And depending on how good your upper body strength is, we're going to get 2 options. We're going to do push-ups. I'm going to do them on my chair. But if you know that that would be too hard for you, you can do it on your dining table or your kitchen bench. Obviously that's up quite high and it will make it a lot easier for you. So Hands should be slightly wider than your shoulders with your fingers pointing straight forwards. My chest is directly over the box. My eyes are forwards of my hands. A lot of people do their push-ups like this, their bottom up in the air, but that means my hands are up a bit high, and instead of working my chest, I'm working my shoulders. Your shoulders are smaller than your chest muscles, so you're asking your shoulders to do more work than what they were designed for. A lot of people can injure their shoulders that way. It's a bit of an overload. So make sure you're right forwards, lots of weight in your hands, light on the toes, down and up. Three more, we're gonna do 10. Last one. Nice work. My box is a little bit narrow, so I was doing more of a tricep push-up. So if you need to make it easier, hands wider is definitely the easier option. So we're gonna finish off the set, big long set, one exercise for each body part with a pullover sit-up. So we're gonna target abs and also a little bit into our lats. So for a sit-up, straight legs is easier. I'm gonna do it with bent legs. The closer your feet are to your body, the harder it is. I'm gonna go a medium way. Lying down, stretch your arms all the way back. Try and get your cans to touch the floor. And then sitting up. Roll down slowly, reach back slowly, and then you can sit up as quick as you like. The faster you sit up, the easier it is, because your cans in your hands are giving you a little bit of momentum and making it easier to sit up, rather than if I was to do it very slowly, my abs have to work much harder. So you can choose how you would like to do it. We're halfway, 5 more. Home stretch, last 2. Squeeze the tummy down towards the floor, reach it right back and up. Nice work. That's the end of set number 1. Excellent work. You've done such a fantastic job. So for this to be a complete workout that's going to leave you gassed and probably a little bit sore tomorrow, you want to repeat this workout another 1 or 2 times for a complete total of 2 or 3 sets. If you were using beans and you found it pretty easy, try and find something else in your house that might be a little bit heavier. It could be a carton of milk, or yeah, like I said, that backpack with some weights in it. You want to challenge yourself to a point at the end of your reps, you don't feel like you could have done any more. That's where the sweet spot is. Your muscles are going to grow, you're going to feel stronger, and you're going to burn the maximum amount of calories possible as well. More weights lifted equals more calories burned and more strength gained. Enjoy.